Um, Hello, everyone. I'm going to talk to you today about studying in the Netherlands, the country where I'm from. But first, I'll introduce myself. My name is Jakob in Dutch, Jakob Ollivier de Leth, and I was born and raised in The Hague, a city you might know or might not know, by the coast, by the sea. This is a picture. Uh, we don't have white sand in Netherlands. It's sort of yellow brownish, but I think you'll like it. Um, After I graduated from high school, I moved to Amsterdam, the capital city, to study there. And I have studied there for a couple years. And still, I'm obviously in the Philippines now, but my house is there. That's where I lived before I came here for 6 years. And I studied at the University of Amsterdam, a bachelor's in history, followed by a master's course at the Free University, also in Amsterdam, in environment and resource management. I'm 24 years old. I graduated 1.5 years ago, so quite recent graduate. And I'm currently on a temporary assignment here in Manila because I work in Netherlands for a public water utility, and it's like a project helping out the water utilities here. So today I'll be going through a couple of things, studying in the Netherlands, how you can apply, advantages of studying in the Netherlands, nice things, and also some tips to help you out if you're interested in applying. But I'll start off with a question to the audience, the Netherlands through your eyes. So is there maybe someone here who would like to share to us your thoughts, your ideas when you hear Netherlands? What do you think? What pops up? You can be honest. You can say everything here. Safe space. Yes, over there. Sorry, space. Space pops. Okay, I have an idea of what you're talking about. Okay, someone else. Maybe one more person. Something other than space pops. If not, okay. So Netherlands is a lot of things. Not only space pops. It's a part, but Um, it's also the country you might know because of cheese, because of canals, because of bicycles, cows, many different things, um, and also a couple of great universities and schools. It's also the country of some big companies you might know or might not know, such as Philips, the light and medical equipment company, or ING, the bank with the orange lion. Dutch people are obsessed with orange, so orange things are probably Dutch. Randstad and many more. And just to let you know something about the culture, Dutch people tend to be very direct. If you ever come to Netherlands, either to study or holiday, you might notice it. Especially when you walk on the bicycle paths, don't do it, because the Dutch people will always tell you like it is. But they're also very good English speakers. Actually, here it says 9 out of 10. I think it's close to 95% of people in Netherlands know at least some English. So it will be very easy for you to make conversation at least, and obviously to become friends also. And I think Dutch are also take pride in the fact that we're the tallest country on earth. Um, yeah, lots of tall people. Um, Let me see. Are there any other things? No, you'll find it out more, or we'll speak later. So, one of the main advantages of studying in Netherlands is that there are many, many English programs with lots of international students. So, actually, my personal experience, my bachelor's was like 50% in English, and my master's degree was 100% English. So, it's will be quite easy for you to find an English program. Um, the Dutch universities are of, well, relatively high quality. There are 11 research universities that rank in the top 200 worldwide. I think our highest ranked university is 50th, the University of Wageningen. And the others follow like very closely. Um, so it's well recognized in international rankings. You will always find the Dutch schools quite high, and this is not in the very least because of the Dutch teaching style. So when you follow a degree in Netherlands or follow a course in Netherlands, you will have both lectures and seminars. The lectures are like this: a teacher, a professor speaking to a big group in front of a big audience, and then the seminars are close are small groups in small rooms, and interaction is very important there. So it's always you will be challenged to speak your mind and speak your opinions. And this actually makes the Netherlands, the Dutch education system, quite interesting, also quite challenging, but it will make you turn you hopefully into a well-spoken and critical person. So in Netherlands, you will find many international students, both Dutch students and international students. I think Dutch students will always tend to study in Netherlands, but you will find students from more than 160 nationalities in the Netherlands. Just so you know, it says Holland here. Holland is like a second, is like a word people use, but Netherlands and Holland, well, can go into specifics, but they're the same. It's a very diverse country, not only student life, but also the universities. Almost all of them are in big cities. Big cities in Netherlands are always diverse. So in every city, you will find neighborhoods with people there that are from different countries, have a different cultural, ethnical background, ranging from Chinese to Turkish, Moroccan, and Caribbean, which is very interesting, I think, and lots of good food. Oops. So one more reason to study in Netherlands is because Netherlands is a safe place to live. Um, it's no problem, in my personal experience, to roam the streets at night. I'm personally not scared of robbers or anything. I take my bicycle everywhere I go. I don't have to drive a car because traffic is safe enough to ride your bicycle, because we have bicycle lanes. And this makes people happy. So yeah, there's many international rankings which rank happy countries. Netherlands is always tends always to be up there for children as well as adults because of lots of open spaces, green, and yeah, lots of movement. One more reason before I go into some more specifics about Dutch higher education is career opportunities. So many people stay after graduation in the Netherlands to find a job. There's actually a specific visa program which allows you to get an extension on your visa after you've graduated from your master's program. It's like an orientation year, and you don't even have to have a job to get that visa. The year is for you to orient and look around and find a job. So think of big companies, big multinationals such as Philips or Heineken. You might know the Dutch beer, the green beer with the red star. I think San Miguel is better, but that's my opinion. ASML, chip manufacturer, many other big companies. And of course, we have lots of startups, a big startup industry as well, smaller companies. Um, some of the main expertises in Netherlands are water management, agriculture, design, lots and lots of things that have to do with sustainability. These are growing fields or very big fields already. So if you have a background in those, it will be very interesting to see if you can apply and find something in Netherlands. Um, we also have a population that's getting older every year, so opportunities for young people are there. Um, okay. So about the Dutch higher education, the education system after high school, it's three different levels. There are research universities, universities of applied sciences, and institutes for international education. So research universities are your traditional universities, the big ones that do, just the big ones that do the publications and the highest level of academic study and research. Then a different type of university, different type of university is the University of Applied Science. It's more practical and it's more the application side of knowledge. It's not as focused on research or academic debates. It's a more practical side of things. So different people with different jobs tend to, well, have gone to a certain school. So professors or scientists will have attended a research university, whereas entrepreneurs, or, well, it all depends on what you're interested, tend to have attended a University of Applied Science. Then Netherlands, as I said, is a very international country. So there are a couple of institutes for international education in Netherlands too. These aren't run by the Dutch government. The universities, research universities, and universities of applied sciences, most of them are, but they're actually run by United Nations. So check out the stand of the Dutch embassy at the atrium to learn more about these international institutes. Skip the video for now, unfortunately. So just to give you an idea of what it looks like, bachelors tend to be between 3 and 4 years. Between a bachelor's program and a master's program, it might be necessary to take a pre-master's program. It all depends on the context. It all depends on your circumstances. So make sure you read before you apply. And then after a master's, you can always apply for a PhD. Uh, Fields like computer science, math, many applied fields have lots and lots of opportunities for PhDs, so that's very interesting. Um, and the Dutch system follows the European system of ECTS, but maybe that's a bit too specific, just so you know. As I mentioned, the Dutch higher education has a very specific type of teaching. You will always be challenged, at least in the seminars, to speak your mind, to defend your opinion, and there is never a right or wrong. It's not like you can lose a debate uh, uh, it's not about winning. It's about speaking your mind and being critical and learning from the people around you. And I've noticed this in really every course I've followed, especially because I have like a social sciences background. So the seminars will always be interactive and focused on problem-based learning, and most likely there will be internationals in your class, which will be very easy for you to make friends. So at universities of applied sciences, assignments might be performed more in group as opposed to individually. At research universities, um, and what's very important, at least at the research universities, is also writing skills. So you will be trained. It's no problem if you don't have writing skills when you start. You will be trained through the bachelor's program to become a good writer. After a master's at a research university, you can apply for a PhD. Lots of additional requirements per position and per field. Most often takes 4 years, and very often it's paid. So student support is of course very important. Most will come from friends and family, but also all host institutions offer student services. So you'll be able to talk with staff and join sessions and activities because you will never be the first international student. And also this very convenient website, studyinNL.org, will give you a lot of information on how you should plan, where you should plan, what you should plan. So make sure to write the name of the website down and check it out when you're home. This website, studyinNL.org, will also give you an overview of all the different study programs from all the different institutions, including English taught, tuition fees, requirements, etc. This is what the website looks like. Here it shows you two international law and relations focused programs at the University of Groningen. 10 pesos to you if you can pronounce it. Um, and applying you do through, well, primarily through your diploma. It's very important. Different diplomas will be accepted by research universities and universities of applied sciences. Make sure to research and check out which, well, institution is most relevant for you. Specific subjects might be required for specific fields. So if you want to study biology, it will be important you followed biology in high school, obviously. And a proof of English language proficiency will most likely be required too. Applying for a program you do through StudyLink, and there you will also have to upload your English proficiency certificate, TOEFL in this case. Some important things to know: apply for the year you plan to begin your studies. Application deadlines range between December 1 and August 15. Dutch university years always start either September 1, most likely September 1, or I should say the week of September 1, or February, the week of February 1st, from the top of my head. Yeah. So tuition fees, very important, of course, a lot of money. For non-EU citizens, a bachelor will be between 6,000 and 15,000 euros, depending on the program, and a master's will be between 8 and 20,000, depending on the program. There are opportunities for grants and scholarships, so make sure to walk past the stand of the Dutch embassy in the atrium for more information. So Netherlands is not a cheap country, unfortunately. Students spend an average of 800 to 1100 euros a month, mostly on rent. It very much depends on the city you live in and personal expenses. Amsterdam is a lot more expensive than other Dutch cities. So once again, make sure to do your research before you apply. Financial resources come mostly from personal means, but also there are local loans or grant options available either from here or in Netherlands. Part-time jobs are possible too, in theory, but there are restrictions for non-EU people. Yeah, once again, studyinNL.org will give you hopefully all you need. Visas, you can apply through a Schengen visa with the European Union. If you want to stay longer than 90 days for an international program, yeah, you will need a long stay visa, especially if you are Filipino. Your host institution will very, very likely provide you with resources and information on how to take care of this. One more important thing is the healthcare insurance, which is mandatory in Netherlands for everyone to have. Please inform at the international office or the office of your institution. There is a possibility to get health insurance benefit from the Dutch government. So you get money from the government to pay your health insurance, but I'm not 100% sure what all the requirements are. So make sure to inform, but please do know it's there, because many foreigners in Netherlands don't know it exists. Housing in Netherlands is a difficult situation currently. Students' housing is ultimately the responsibility of the own student, and housing comes in different forms: dormitories, communal living, private houses. Make sure to start on time and make sure to ask around a lot on Facebook and with your host institution. Don't wait till the last minute, because really don't. There are stories you don't want to know about. Student activities, my almost last slide. One very fun thing about studying in Netherlands is all the different types of activities, ranging from student associations to study associations, committees, groups, and other associations. Will be really easy to make friends through this. Working while studying, I already mentioned. Then my final slide is about student discounts, ranging from cards, International Student Identity Card, and the CJP card. But most importantly, check if you qualify for rent, healthcare, and public transport benefits, because they're there. Many foreigners aren't aware, so make sure you check them out. And then to wrap up, study in Netherlands. Once again, studyInNL.org. Otherwise, email the Embassy of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Always feel free. I'm sure you'll get a nice reply. Or send me a question on Facebook or LinkedIn. So thank you very much for your attention, or dankjewel in Dutch.